What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good to see y'all. How's everybody doing? I have seen TCB did drop already early, which was what I was hoping for. Because OP dropped yesterday, but their website is crazy these days, bro. Like, that thing was crashing like crazy. I heard some of the pages were kind of messed up, so I was like, you know what? At the very least, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning until they kind of fix the situation and the traffic slows down, so I could read it like smoothly. And maybe even TCB just drops earlier, and it dropped even earlier than I expected. I think it dropped like an hour ago. So we're gonna be reading TCB. One Piece chapter 1073, brand new chapter is out. Egghead, as people already in the chat is saying, that Egghead has been fantastic, and it seems like this chapter was fire as well. Just keeping up the good vibes of Egghead, which I'm excited for. Last chapter, we found out just a bunch of crazy stuff, from Kuma's backstory starting to get revealed to Miss Buckingham, a vampire of the Rocks Pirates, being, and then them making a clone. Hell, I'm even interested in the Mads cover page at this point. Like, that's gonna give us a bunch of information that that's just gonna connect to the current plot, like which we don't see too often, to be honest. But yeah, I'm excited. How's everybody doing? Good morning. How looks like a lot of fire is dropping in the chat. Chim, what's up? Kuya, Sensei, Sobri, Robert, TCB always better. Yes, but OP's been dropping a day early, right? So like, if they're doing just decent quality with a readable website, I think a lot of people will still read it, which a lot of people still read it yesterday. But it seems like some people were saying it was kind of confusing and stuff. What up, Mr. Awan? Read TCB, that's what we're going to be doing. Name here. Dope name, man. Hello. Blob, hello. Best chapter of Egghead. Now, that's a big claim. That's a pretty big claim you're making there. Simon merch, you know, I gotta be repping. OP was absolutely abysmal. Well, we're not gonna be reading it this week. We're going straight to TCB. So without further ado, I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's just get right into it. I'm gonna put the headphones on to get immersed in the music. All right. Let's get into this. One Piece chapter 1073. Chapter 1073 is called Miss Buckingham Stussy. We're getting right into it. It looks like we're not waiting around. Oh my god, yo, Vegapunk is not looking like the nice guy that he seems to be, bro. Okay, what's going on here? So it looks like awarded the Ibel Peace Prize for developing GP Flower. Okay, so he's looking evil, but he's actually creating like nice things. He's made mega tanks that shoots flowers out, and of course the three Mads in the background who are developing like mass destruction weapons are kind of terrified. He's clearly the smartest out of all of them, but he's being awarded the Peace Prize. So clearly there's a conflict in interest right now. And I'm wondering what exactly that led to, right? Especially with someone like the clone that Vegapunk saw as someone that will bring peace to the world. I'm sure the other three didn't see it that way. Hold on, what's wrong with my taskbar right here? Hey. I bet. Let's go. Here we go. Lucci's reaction to betrayal. We're getting right into the action here. Let's see. Kaku got knocked out one shot, by the way. Like, this clone is not messing around. Clearly, I think Stussy is the ally Vegapunk was talking about earlier. Kaku is down. There's Lucci starting to get worried. This is a bitter pill to swallow. Well, yeah, I mean, the world government don't do background checks, apparently. Like, they're just letting a lot of information fly by that's quite important. Paper Arts Heartbreak After Image. Oh, snap. Okay. Yo, Stussy putting in the work. Lucci tried to hit her with a finger pistol, little Shigan. She just dips out of there with a little after image. So when you don't understand, your first instinct is to go for the kill. I like that Stussy does have, it's supposed to be a clone, so I'm guessing she's like a machine, but she still has like a full-on personality, which is so interesting. My. Oh, she's putting the lipstick on? You're so wild. Look at this. Tap. Puts it to his neck. It's Sea Stone. Oh, snap. And now, oh, yeah. She about to take his ass out too? Here comes the bite. Bites him right in the neck. Kaku got knocked out in one go. Kaku. There's Hattori actually moving around for once. I know how strong you boys are. Fighting you fair and square would have been stupid. And he's down. Forgive me. Wow. Just like that. God damn, bro. What? Just a moment. What is this? Exactly. CP0. Down just like that. And now the Seraphim are going to be fine, right? Because the two CP members are done. Why are the CP0 agents at each other's throats? Friendly fire, huh? This is Stussy. I put both of them to sleep. That's fantastic news. Stussy's came through. York, pull it together. Yawn. Okay, so hopefully they recognize they're on the same side and we don't get any bullshit like Zoro trying to fight Stussy here. Huh? What's going on? Rob Lucci was beaten? Yo, Luffy went in gear 5th to mess around with him for like 2 straight chapters. Stussy comes through and just bites his ass and he's knocked out. Stussy, man. The Rocks Pirates. Adding to that infamy. No doubt he was taken by surprise. Her loyalty to me was kept secret even after she spent 20 years as one of their agents, okay? He had a mole in the intelligence branch? It wasn't our intention, but that's it turned out. Oh, wow, so they didn't even intend that. Also, yo, Robin's fit right now? Oda going crazy. Oda going crazy with these panels on us, man. Blessing us, though. Blessing us. Doctor, unfortunately, my authority level is the same as Lucci's, so I can't... Oh, so I can't override his orders and stop the Seraphim. Okay, so he's got to get down here. You've done plenty, Stussy. We're on our way. We need to stop those runs before they flatten the others. Right. And is it just me, or do those kids look familiar? I need to see the Zoro versus Mihawk interaction, man. Give it to us. Here comes Kuma. I know, especially that one. Mihawk, right? He's talking about S-Hawk. And then we cut away. God damn it. Phew-wee. They won't stop blowing holes in the lab. Okay. So we're back to Bonnie. No, that's the other Vegapunks. Though I suppose we can use those extra exits to get out faster. And I'm out. Hey, Seraphim, listen. Oh, is he gonna listen? Huh? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's not. Oh, there we go. Mihawk versus Zoro. S-Hawk. Let's see. On closer inspection, you're not the same. You actually have a spark of humanity still. Oh, okay. So finally we're getting... I knew this was going to give us some hints about Mihawk. So Mihawk doesn't have much humanity left, he's saying. And look at this. S-Hawk's actually showing some emotion. What the hell are you? That was a shock. Leave it to me. Seraphim, quit it. It's not listening to them. Interesting. Stop fighting immediately. Oh, it looks like... Did Edison just get blown up? No, he can't be. You're looking for this? That was close. Edison! Okay, yeah, so Sanji saved him. He's fine there. The Seraphim finally listened. Oh, okay. So it took a while there, it looks like. Can someone tell me what these things are? Shaka, I bound Lucci and Kaku with cease. Okay, so the situation's good. That was quite easy. So it looks like the CP agents are not going to be an issue. It's going to be it's looking pretty straightforward right now. I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated than this, where like they have to deal with the CP agents and this Kuma stuff, which still has to get sorted out with Bonnie. But it's looking like it's pretty straightforward here. with just Kizaru and the warships pulling up, Smoker probably being part of that, and them facing off against them, but not really facing off because their main mission is just to get out of there, right? But they also now have 4 Seraphims in control, and plenty of weapons by Vegapunk. And Stussy, who just took out the 2 CP agents, is also on their side. So things are looking pretty good. I feel like something's got to go wrong here because it's going too smoothly. Much obliged, Stussy. We're leaving the island. You should come with us. Understood. Hey, you can't just keep adding people. So what's going on here, man? This ain't a free ride. Hey, we're Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie, where'd you go? Old man Punk. We can't leave with that. Yeah, so there's the issue that delays things at least a little bit with Bonnie just, going rogue and kidnapping Vegapunk, which will for sure result in Kizaru showing up on time with some warships. A truly unexpected development. Dr. Vegapunk's main Stella body has vanished. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so that's going to lead to the Kuma stuff, but that's also going to be delaying the main thing. Oh, okay. So now we jump away to Sphinx, New World. Whitebeard's hometown. That we needed this, okay? Because Marco, the way he just showed up in Wano and skedaddled, it almost felt like it just felt like very empty, you know? He came through, did bits, did his thing against King and Queen, came in clutch, knocked down a big mob pirate, so he put in a little bit of work. But for a character of his caliber, also being connected to this Weevil storyline, we needed more information, That storyline somehow has to get connected with Luffy and the Straw Hats, or else it's kind of irrelevant. So I'm glad we're seeing the aftermath here. We'll also hopefully get more information on why he was so confident to leave. Did Weevil get captured? Marco, it was so scary. For me, I wasn't scared. There were Marines all over the place. Okay. So it looks like Weevil did show up here, and the Marines ended up surrounding him here. I'm real sorry, Kitsui. I didn't mean to leave you in such a bad spot. It's not your fault, Marco. Those Marine meanies were the worst. They said they were here for Whitebeard's treasure. They were like pirates. Okay, so they were not good Marines. Maybe I'm wrong on my guess. What's going on here? If you play nice, you won't get hurt. God, this is like, exactly. The Marines are so corrupt, man. God damn. Remember, this place isn't government affiliate. This rat-ass bastard, too, is just like the guy from, literally, this is like the dude from Arlong Park's brother. Like, he looks the exact same, playing the same exact role. You have no legal rights here. Yeah, Whitebeard must have kept all his treasure here. If you don't tell us, we'll consider it an act of defiance. Okay, so what happened then? How did they get saved? Okay, they're like the kids and great old people are in trouble too. I could shoot you all one by one. If you think that'll make you more talkative. Wow. There's no treasure here. Stop pointing that gun at my little brother. You really won't treat us like fellow humans just because we won't pay the world government, you monsters. Are you sure it's wise to act tough when Marco's not around? Hold her still. Yeah, stop this. Okay, somebody who's coming in clutch and saving them. Steady. Please stop this. Is it the other old Whitebeard pirates? Like, who's coming in here? Oh, Weevil. So Weevil's actually coming in and saving them. Okay, didn't expect that. I know he's fully under control of Bakken. Oh, hands off. Okay, so he decks him. Stay away from Poppy's home. See, Weevil, that's what I'm saying, right? At core, he's got goodness in his heart, right? Even when he heard about Blackbeard, he's like, I gotta go kill Blackbeard because he killed my dad, right? It's really Bakken that's messing it all up. So Weevil definitely has a path to redemption, especially now. I wonder where Bakken is though. And why did Marco leave right now? Right? He said it himself, like, I cannot go right now. He writes a letter to Luffy saying, hey, I'll be there soon. What exactly made him decide to go? You would have thought that Weevil got captured or something, but looks like Weevil still arrived. Did Bakken get taken out or something? It's Edward Weevil, and there he is. So he's still very strong. Let's see what other powers he got. Does he have Conquerors? Warships are meant to hunt down the warlords. Now they're disbanded. We lost contact with the other squad. Ooh, so maybe he escaped, but Bakken got captured? He got them all. What strength? He's a bot. Okay, so he ended up escaping. God damn, did they capture any? They didn't capture anybody, bro. They literally did not capture a single warlord. Like, every single one of them escaped. Marines are down bad, man. Get back to the ship. So what were the admirals doing this whole time? Like, they didn't send Kizaru after one of them? Get back to the ship. We need to wait for backup. This is Sphinx. An ex-warlord just showed up. It's Weevil, requesting immediate assistance. If that big guy hadn't shown up, the village would be Oh, so Bakken is here. What is happening? I thought they were bad. What a hero. I'm glad you're all safe, Yoi. That wasn't the end of it, Marco. Who do you think they sent in after that call for backup? Oh, there's Bakken. Former member of the Rocks Pirate. Okay. Self-proclaimed science. Oh, so she is Buckingham Stussy. So I'm guessing she was, Mad's resident freeloader, Miss Bucket. Okay, so they cloned her. I guess she was a vampire? God damn, okay. So she's real. Now, did her and Whitebeard actually get down, though? Because she looked like Stussy. Listen, Whitebeard. Like, Bakken, this Bakken, obviously, no, but like, young Stussy? Whitebeard might have been getting things going then. Weevil, he might be legitimate. Self-proclaimed scientist is mad funny. Is she actually not good? Okay, there it is. See, none other than Admiral Ryo Kyogu. So like, yeah, exactly. They had to send some admirals. Like, you guys were getting destroyed. And he wasn't pulling any punches. They've taken my sweet Okay, so Weevil did get captured. Give me my beloved son back. And while you're at it, fork over at Newgate's inheritance too. Okay, so it seems like she isn't all bad. Because no, but they went after all the Whitebeard pirates. They ended up saving these people. But they still like destroyed all the Whitebeard pirates. So like, she's still a bad person. Like... So there's a little conflicting personality here. I'm interested to see more. Clearly she actually cares about Weevil though. It seems like she's not just manipulating him and that he is actually her son. Young Whitebeard might have been getting down, man. Young Whitebeard might have been getting down. Weevil, mama. Sent to prison for protecting his father's village. Isn't this tragic? Don't you think our boy has a noble soul? Well, I appreciate you guys protecting this place at least, Yoi. This interaction's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Literally, they took down all your friends, my guy. Alright, the fact they're just chilling with each other, this interaction's kind of weird. And the fact Marco just left, leaving the place unprotected, saying that was the reason he didn't leave, and we didn't get an explanation on why he left. Like, at the time that he did, it's a little weird that Marco's acting this way, his actions recently. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like something's missing almost. Break next week, unfortunately. Marco, I can hear in your tone, you still doubt he's Whitebeard's. Well, I know someone who can prove it, Dr. Vegapunk. Hey, yo, Vegapunk was watching him? Hold on, though, now. Hold on, though. Like, Weevil, we thought for a long time, like, this was an, Wait, no. I think this might confirm that Weevil is a clone, though. Like, why would Dr. Vegapunk get involved? It's probably, I'm guessing it's Whitebeard's DNA, but this gets more interesting, because now I'm really intrigued. What was Whitebeard doing with Stussy to help Vegapunk? Did they have a secret plan going on the side to like betray them? Like, what is going on? What's happening here? Oh, it's the chapter's not over. Hold on. Yeah, Kizaru's here. Kizaru-san. We've prepared snacks and tea for our guest. Who else is here? I'm sure you remember the test for poison, right? Of course, sir. I'll take it to him. Back to your post. Yes, sir. Marines, world government. Okay, so he's got Marines and world government ships. Who's here? Who's the guy that's here? So have you ever met Dr. Vegapunk before? Oh, yo. Hold on. Once. A long time. Oh, we're about to get an info box too. Is this man is the Gorosei actually strong? I think that's what's what's happening now is truly such a shame. The highest authority in the world, one of the 5 elders, Saint Garcia Saturn. No idea what that inspiration and name comes from, what it could mean. I'm sure the theorists are already on it. But one of the big wigs finally make him okay. Is this guy he's gotta be, right? Like, what else would he be doing here? The Gorosei actually taking action? This is a banger of a chapter, bro. Like, the buildup is nice. I am so intrigued by this rock stuff, though. The only thing I will say about this chapter, the Marco stuff is really weird. Like, Bakken and Weevil were set up to be these massive villains that were taking out Whitebeard pirates left, right, and center. Marco said, hey, these two are a threat. I cannot leave here, right? Then he just leaves anyways, without a single explanation, after saying he wasn't gonna leave. So it seems like the only reason he stayed was so that Oda could make it make sense and create that big moment for later. And now he's just chilling and talking with Bakken after she and Weevil wiped out, like, damn near all the Whitebeard pirates. Yeah, I don't know. That part's a little weird, but still a really good chapter. But let me get to chat here. And let's discuss the chapter a bit. Solo say. Nope. Let's see. Let me change the music up a bit. Rock some lo-fi on there. Cool. So working Mercury. Oh, we're saying one of the planets. His name is J. Garcia Saturn. Planet name, though. Okay. 5 elders, the 5 planets visible from Earth. Ooh, okay. Another ancient weapon, Saturn. Yeah, everything's related to space now that you mention it. Can't wait till Luffy says, I'm too weak. Nah, he can't be losing to the Gorosei here. At the very least, he's going to get away. At the very least, he's going to get away here. Gorosei has ultimate control of the Oh, true. That's a really good point, right? So now that's been flipped on its head because it was looking too smooth, right? It was looking way too smooth. Like, there was no way they were going to come through and get all the Seraphims. The CP agents are down. It was too easy, right? So now the Seraphims got to turn again. Simon t-shirt looks fire. Appreciate it. I'm glad to see some people actually recognize it in the chat. I've worn it a couple times, but I feel like this is the first time multiple people have pointed it out. Oda is cooking for sure. Look up. Should we take a look at OP scans and what their translation is? Because I will have to see it and decide if I want to. If I want to like start streaming on Wednesdays when they drop. But what even is their website though? They keep changing that shit. It's still color manga. It's Buckingham Stussy. I don't believe this Kaku. What the hell? Kami Unbroken Heart Janshi. What the heck? What is that, dude? If you won't accept it, shall I kill you first? Jeez, you're so wild, Sea Stone. I mean, like, I think for the most part, the translation is still fine. Which is why I was reading OP for a while. It was just yesterday their website was completely busted. Emu is Mother Nature. I mean, the Mother Sea, right? That's one of the core songs of One Piece, and one of the biggest theories that's been going around is like Emu was like the ocean, that rejected the devil fruits and stuff. What happened to Bonnie and Vegapunk? Well, they're really just delaying the action right now. Like one of the main purposes right now of Bonnie and Vegapunk is delaying the Straw Hats so we actually get this conflict of Kizaru and the Gorosei versus the Straw Hats. But obviously Bonnie is probably like experiencing Kuma's memory right now, which we don't get this chapter, but I'm sure at least in a couple chapters we'll get an update on later. They say they will upload chapters on a new and better website from next week. We'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said from the beginning, OP Scans is the quality of the translation, the quality of the scans is not as good as TCB. I think that much is obvious. But as a One Piece fan, I have no reason not to read it if it comes out early, like an entire 24 hours early, and it's readable, you know? Which is why I was reacting for them for a while. But yesterday, their website was going crazy. So I was just like, I'll do it tomorrow. And people are following the movement now. I see Brago's reacting to that time now. My guy Weevil was doing it yesterday. As long as their website works and it's like not like their quality doesn't drop back down or something, I'll still read it, and then I'll read TCB the next day. I just read every single version that comes out, including the official on Sundays. Black Lightning, thank you for super chat. They're named by planets because they were all around Luffy. Wanted poster, the sun god. Ooh, from left to right, furthest from the sun was Saturn. Okay, so okay, so yeah, it's like we're starting. The pieces are coming together, right? Like you're saying, like we're starting to get the answers about these guys being named after planets. I believe they're called the 5 stars as well, aren't they? Technically, like the Gorosei. Like the five elder stars, aren't they? Yeah, the 5 elder stars was translated that way formerly in Funimation. So clearly there's always been that connection in their name. But it's still not quite enough to really piece it all together unless you're someone like Artur or somebody like that that's been like really like mapping out this entire thing and keeping it all together. Even then, it's probably hard to keep together. Nigel, what's good, bro? OB Scans got the Zoro line about Hawk wrong. What did it say? The closer I look, the more I see some humanity in you. It's not too different. One says you still have some humanity left. This one says I still see some left in you. Or are you talking about a different line? What the hell are you in the world? I don't think so. Yeah. Seems about the same to me. The translation of the attack from Stussy was really fucking weird though. Follow me, don't miss the stream. It's been a minute, man. Been busy. Good to be busy though. Hope everything's going good for you. 2 months away, almost there, man. So follow a member for 14 months. Girls say do top 30 or what? We're gonna have to see. Unfortunately, not because this is on break. We might not see it before this top 30 stream. Our top 30 stream drops. I might aim for next weekend, honestly. Now that we are on break, that might be the move. Might have to start cooking it up. Emu's room full of nature, but that just looked like a garden, you know what I'm saying? That looked just like a garden. I don't really know what that has to do with the planets. Oh, true. I do need to change the goal. You're right. Because we've surpassed that by 10,000 now. That's yeah. That's a good point. Let me get on that real quick. I also gotta put up the plaque somewhere still. Hold on. Let me get to this. 2. Bang, there you go. And then there's this. Gotta change it on React one as well. Word. There we go. All set. Yeah, I was thinking Ace might be Ace might get donated and replaced by the plaque, I think. This last restream, Big L. Not an L, man. It was kind of just a last second pop up. Collab with Randy in February. Listen, I know about a collab. He didn't tell me about it yet, so you. So I guess you're getting a sneak peek. Does anyone have the? Yes, I believe Tina has it. I think Hawaiian Punch has made it. I believe Sanjay has made it. And Danielle Davis, I think, has made it. Those might be the only 4 people, though. 200K by June? We gonna have to see, man. I'm getting back into the groove of things. Content's gonna be flying out soon. Starting with shorts and then into a video. The next video is probably gonna be the Red Hair Pirates and Devil Fruits. And then, yeah. I'm gonna try to start hitting 1 video a week. In terms of long form. And then getting back on the grind on shorts. See what the whole monetization for the shorts nets. If it turns out well, I'll hopefully get a shorts editor for the shorts, and then we'll up the work rate on those as well, which will allow me more time for the long form as well. This is top 30 elite bias. You can see clear bias in King Lightning. Listen, everybody's gonna have bias though, right? Like, you're just gonna have bias. And impossible to completely be unbiased in your opinions. I think it's good to just admit it in your own way, right? Even in terms of logic, you're gonna be biased towards certain logics in terms of narrative or feats, stuff like that. So there's always bias to some extent. I try my best to just at least explain everything. Even if I am biased or something, I'll straight up just admit it and be like, listen, I don't know if this one makes sense, but it's a gut feeling. Luca, what's up, man? Clone donuts, not a great idea. Gorosei combatants, who do you think will scale to admirals? I don't know, man. These motherfuckers might be beastly. Randy said he'd be doing theory for theory, all those who didn't make it. In the Reverie. So I'm hoping for Reverie. Yeah, man, I'm always down. We'll see. We'll see what works. OP cursing this week. Everybody has biases, exactly. Hell, I even have a guy and whoop slap him off. Massive emu. It's the brand, man. I gotta put it for the brand. Blackbeard, yeah. I have a bias to an extent, but I think my reasoning is pretty clear as well. Like, it starts with a conversation. Do you think Blackbeard is gonna be one of the final villains for Luffy? If not the final villain for Luffy. And I think most people will say the answer to that is yes. And then the next point I would make is like, then obviously he has to be one of the strongest opponents that Luffy ever faces. Like, he has to be stronger than Kaido. He has to be stronger than the current Luffy, or else there's no obstacle to overcome. Right? That's just basic storytelling. So then the last question would be, is Blackbeard that guy already? Or is he going to become that guy? I think he's that guy already, because look at the pace we're moving at. What is he going to randomly power up in the next 2 weeks to get to that level? I think that's crazier than thinking that for the past 2 years he's gotten that strong already. Is that a Simon shirt? Yes, sir. I'm repping. Lucci calls Stussy the B word. Did he? Maybe in OP scans. Not in TCB that I'm seeing. Unless I was so immersed in the chapter and I just missed it. Vegapunk's putting in work, man. The thing I'm most intrigued in is the connection of the Rocks Pirates here. Like, how did they link up with Vegapunk? What was Whitebeard's role in presumably lending his DNA to create Weevil? Because it seems like Weevil is most likely a clone here. But hey, now that we've seen what Bakken looked like in her prime as Stussy, Whitebeard having Weevil as a son with her is a W now. Like, that's like, can't blame the man, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have 7 Vegapunks plus Stussy as the next Straw Hat. Straw Hats are done. I'm not believing any more next Straw Hat. I've seen people say Bonnie. Like, it's too late. It's over. It's over. I love next Straw Hats, but I'm not putting faith in it anymore. Gorosei could honestly be here for anything. Apparently they came and never even came here and should have been for the start. What do you mean? Imagine Final War taking place in the East Blue. That would be kind of crazy. Usopp awakened Congress Hockey in Elbaf. Listen, that's another thing. Usopp, I expect him to have a big role in Elbaf, but I'm not gonna expect any specifics. I just need him to get his redemption, get some shine, and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Damn, spoilers must have been going crazy. Lucci called her a bastard and stuff. Like, what was going on? Green Bull beat Weevil without playing dirty. Yeah, I mean, like, Weevil has been shown to be strong, but like, the Admiral's got to take a W at some point, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Monkey D. Luffy wildin', bro. Stussy can bite me all she wants. Bakken probably just stole some of Whitebeard's hair or something. Maybe she stole something else. Stole his seed. Speaking of Weevil, what do you think of him protecting Sphinx Island? That was good. I think Weevil's always been a kind-hearted person, right? Like, we've seen it. Like, he's always been that innocent guy that's easily tricked. And it's always been Bakken behind him that's been manipulating him. So him helping the citizens is not too shocking. Even when he found out about Whitebeard, he was like, that guy killed my dad. I'm gonna go after him. So clearly he like actually cares about Whitebeard himself, believing that he's the son of Whitebeard. The thing I do think is weird, which I said earlier, is the Marco and Bakken stuff. First off, Marco said to Luffy, "Hey, I cannot leave because Bakken's evil. She's been taking out all the Whitebeard pirates with alongside Weevil, so I can't leave here because I need to protect this village." And he sends out a letter to Luffy saying, "Just kidding, gonna be there soon." And it seems like he just randomly decided to leave later. And the one thing he didn't leave for in the first place happened. Evil Marine showed up and was ready to kill and wipe out the village, right? So like, what was his reasoning for leaving in the first place? And why didn't he do it sooner? Honestly, it might have been better if he left sooner, because then the raid might have like succeeded sooner and he would have gotten back in time. But so we never got an explanation for like why he left late. So the only realistic explanation we have right now is that Oda came up with a kind of an excuse so that Marco could come in later and have his moment. And then the even weirder thing, until we get a further explanation, which we definitely could still get, is Bakken and Marco just chilling and having a conversation. Like, her and Weevil wiped out damn near like half of the Whitebeard pirates or something like that. They've been just running through all his Nakama, really his brothers. And now he's just like, oh, okay, let's just have a normal ass conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that part's really weird and like kind of like high key inconsistent until we get more answers. Weevil's side of things makes perfect sense. He's always been this like innocent, kind-hearted person that's just been manipulated. Nah, if Whitebeard would definitely have intercourse with Prime. I like how you said intercourse, bro. Oh man. Man did say he wanted a family. Alright, maybe he actually tried first, you know what I'm saying? And he realized he stuck his dick in crazy and he was like, I'm never doing that again, I'm adopting. Alright, from now on I'm adopting. I stuck my dick in crazy, I'm not doing that again. I know she was running after the Whitebeard pirates. Nah, man, that's the whole reason Weevil became a warlord. Is because he was just gunning down all the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates. He was tearing through all of them, and all of them just split up and went into hiding. And then Marco was staying behind in Sphinx. Right? That was the main reason he stuck behind. He was like, I cannot let him come over here and try to take this village. Who would resist that? Yo, chat's going off on Stussy. I will say the line she was dropping today, she's wildin'. All right, I could totally see young Whitebeard being down bad. Seeing how chat's reacting, young Whitebeard could have easily been down bad. Should have had a better pull-out game. Thought Stussy was a rev. Nah, I think once we found out like she was part of the, I mean, we found out she was part of the Rocks Pirates last chapter. But yeah, no, you couldn't figure it out for a while. But I like this turn of events, and I love how the actual cover pages connecting to the real story. Like, we saw what Stussy looked like a couple of chapters ago when we saw the full picture of the mats. No, that guy's not the head of the 5 elders. He's just one of the 5 elders. It says that the highest authority in the world. One of the 5 elders. So the 5 elders are the highest authority in the world. But we know there's Emu. So he's just one of the highest authorities in the world. You good, bro. Pirate HIV. Do you think Weevil only helping because the Marines were there? No, I think Weevil is genuinely a good, like, kind-hearted kid. He's just very dumb and easily manipulated. The thing that doesn't make sense to me is the Marco and Bakken interaction, and Marco's actions in general just feel inconsistent. Almost to the point of, like, a plot convenience. One Piece, the only universe where you can shrink after getting older first. Hyogoro. Now Stussy. Saturn's name, I don't know what to make of it yet, honestly. I'll leave that to the theorists, because I'm sure they'll be connecting the planets, looking up who this Garcia guy was in history, and then deep diving all the theories and stuff like that. But I'm intrigued. Honestly, like, I'm not very pressured to do theory type videos. I just kind of make fun discussions. If a theory really, like, comes to me and, like, really I feel the need to do it, that's when I'll jump into it. But, like, week to week, I'm just kind of happy to enjoy the ride along with you guys, have these discussions, maybe figure some things out, but not, like, deep dive to the point of, like, trying to figure everything out, because I kind of like the mystery. I kind of like being dragged along, giving just enough clues to try to start to get an inkling of what's happening, but not having any fucking clue at the end of the day, you know? Do you read Kaguya? Yeah, Kaguya is probably my second favorite anime, manga, manhwa of all time. One Punch Man, yes, but I dropped it a while ago because the release rate was just hard to keep up with consistently. I still love the story though, but I dropped it back in somewhere in the middle of the Monster Association arc. Chainsaw Man Part 2 I have not read yet. Gorosei knows that, yeah, of course. Like, Akainu knows it at this point. Like, Hizaru knows it. He must have told him, like, he's the highest authority. So he has all the information. So I think the Gorosei guy got to be scrapping, right? He's got to be here to scrap. There's no way he's here just to be like, all right, I'm taking control. Do what I say. He's got to showcase some ability to throw hands, I would imagine. When you gonna make merch? Maybe this year, honestly. I think this year it could be a good time to do it. Once I get the content back up to a good rate, get back to I want to first establish a level where I'm comfortable in terms of content schedule and everything like that. Once I got that all settled and figured out, merch is definitely on the horizon, I think. I got some cool ideas that I want to do. Tina is a fantastic artist as well. So I've got an in-house artist, right? Literally in-house artist. My sister's also a graphic designer, or did that before, so got some options. It's just a longer process because when I do it, I want to make sure it's high quality, it looks good, and it's done right, you know? And not just slap a logo on and put it up on Teespring or Redbubble or something like that. We need merch. It looks like some people are really excited for merch. Maybe it'll come sooner than you think. Monster, yeah, I know it's been finished for a long time. It's been years since I've read My Hero. I keep messing up. One Punch Man. I kept saying those things because Nigel was saying he dropped My Hero and Black Clover, which I also dropped. I also dropped Jujutsu Kaisen. My Hero I dropped a long time ago. My Hero I dropped after the villain arc, where it focused on them. Black Clover I dropped when the demons came out. It just got kind of boring, to be honest. My Hero has a lot of mid intermissions, I think. Their peaks were always very peak, though, I will say. My Hero's peaks were always very peak. And it just got so boring in the in-between arcs and the build-up. I don't know what's happening recently. Some people are saying it's great. Some people are saying it's ass. So I can't speak on that. Thoughts on the new One Piece movie? Yeah. One Piece film Blue. People are joking about. Yeah, I mean, always down to see another One Piece movie. It is what it is. They're just trying to make money. They're trying to make content. As long as the content is good, there's no reason to complain, right? Unless they're making bad products and milking them for money, then we should complain more. But, you know, they know One Piece is ending soon. They gotta take advantage of the hype while it's still here, man. How long do we think I got Egghead? I think it's gonna be relatively long. Like, you think about, like, we're coming towards what seems to be at least the beginning of the battle here, but there's still so much lore to go down. And, like, you know, whenever people think like, oh, you know, Egghead's gonna be a shorter arc and stuff like that, it's just like the scale of everything is on such a bigger scale now. Just with the information that Oda has to reveal, like, he spends like an entire chapter on Stussy. All of a sudden that's a chapter gone. All of a sudden he has to take a break. Like, it could be like blink before you know it. It could be like August, and then Egghead is just finishing. You know, there's only about 40 something chapters a year. Egghead in a blink of an eye is already at like 14, 15 chapters. So could Egghead go on for like 30, 40 chapters? Not impossible. Like, the length of Egghead, as we've seen already, double that? Completely reasonable. It could be 30. I could easily see it going 30 to 40. Because you gotta think, we gotta spend at least a chapter or probably 2 chapters on the Kuma stuff. Probably another 2 chapters on just the action. Probably we get some like updates on all the other stuff going on. Then they gotta actually escape. And like, that's already like 6-7 chapters. And if Oda like fills in some more stuff randomly that we don't even expect coming, like this Stussy stuff, it just could go even longer. At least like over 20. At least over 20. Because we're already at like what? Like 15 or something? Thoughts on Neon Genesis Evangelion? Never read it. Never read it and never watched it. Film Yellow Kizaru. Tamago's Toby Ropo level. Just Luffy being a Yonko now. Obviously, yeah, exactly. Everything's gotta be elevated. We're fighting endgame people. Film Black. We're just gonna start doing colors now. Movie about the Roger, yeah, like prequels is definitely gotta happen eventually, right? That's gotta be happening eventually. There's too much content there not to at least for like Toei or somebody like that to create content out of it. Even if Oda's done, I feel like they would be like, hey Oda, it'd be like some J.K. Rowling shit, like all the Harry Potter extra content coming out after Harry Potter actually finished. When you have a series as big as One Piece in such an expansive world, they're not gonna stop, you know? They're gonna keep adding to it. I'm sure even Oda will come out with random SBSs and Viva cards later on to just fill in the world even more. What's up, Ryo? Great chapter indeed. Diamond Dash, appreciate the super chat. Great content, always be the supporter. Appreciate your support for a long time, man. I know you're an OG in the community. Let's not talk about Harry Potter. Listen, we won't gotta talk about Harry Potter. I was just using it as an example. As all the extra content that comes out even after One Piece ends. Greenbow feats, yeah, it's about time the Admirals got some W's, man. Like we gotta take it. Like they've been getting goofed a little bit recently. But like this is why like this Kizaru thing, I really want to see it like go down to at least a semi-serious full action degree, because we just haven't seen them in the spotlight as like their turn to really shine, you know? Shanks is a meeting with Gorosei, the Navy Admiral only gets to meet one. Hey man, Shanks got that Figarland, the Figureland blood. Kid is gonna be an antagonist in Elbaf? I don't think so. The way Oda completely shifted his character, in Wano, like where he's like practically a nice guy now, like it would be kind of jarring to try to shift it back. We'll probably see some of Kid's like bad actions and bad side come through. I just can't see him being a complete antagonist anymore after the transformation Oda really did with his character in Wano, you know? Kid on Elbaf next chapter? There's no reason to jump to Elbaf or Blackbeard or any of that right now. The action we're getting immersed in right now on Egghead is climbing near a climax. So there's no reason to jump around right now, I feel like. Hopefully we continue with this Bakken stuff. And finally, I'm guessing the information is that Whitebeard's DNA got taken, and that's how Weevil was created. Although I did say, hey, listen, Whitebeard could have been down bad when he saw Stussy back in the Rocks Pirates. Then he realized I cannot stick my dick in crazy, and he pieced out of there and just started adopting, you know? But I'm guessing what we're going to find out is that he's Whitebeard's son, and the fact that he has Whitebeard's DNA, but he was cloned. Because why else would Dr. Vegapunk get involved? He was just fucking watching. He was just like, oh shit, look at this. Like... Red Hair vs. Straw Hats Davy back fights? Listen, I've always been down with a Davy back fight of any kind. Whether it's against the Red Hair Pirates or the Blackbeard Pirates, I'm down to see a serious Davy back. What's the word I'm looking for? Completely reform my memory of the actual Davy back fight and just make it an epic thing. Like Oda always is able to do with these silly things in the stories. Chopper might be the weakest. No, it's clearly Usopp. It's never been more evident that it's Usopp. Like, it might be since the East Blue that Usopp was this evidently the weakest. Or when they first got into the Grand Line and Nami got the Clean attacked and stuff. Or in East Lobby. Like that was, or Water 7 technically. Maybe Stussy had a miscarriage instead of just giving in. She went Vegapunk for help. Not a bad idea. Not impossible. Little dark. But like not like One Piece hasn't gone dark before. Could be something like that. Whitebeard was down bad. He thinks he doesn't have a kid. She goes to Vegapunk. He saves him. But then he's a little I don't know. That's a touchy subject to touch in the story, but never doubt it could happen. What do you think of Bakken's character saying Mad's resident freeloader instead of former Mad's Former Mads resident freeloader. Huh. I didn't actually even think about that point, saying that it says, like, didn't say former. I'm not sure if it's as deep as it might be, because the Mads are disbanded at this point, right? Like if the Mads are still together, it would just be Vegapunk really by himself. So I guess that part of it would essentially mean like she's still on good terms with Vegapunk, if anything. But the whole Bakken thing together, like I said earlier, was just kind of, there's some inconsistencies there with Marco's actions and the way they're interacting in the story. I can't quite figure out the personality of Bakken because it seems a little up and down right now. Chopper left the weak trio. I mean, Nami got Zeus. Even if she's not doing bits, she's clear of Usopp. Zeus by himself took out Ulti. Usopp went to page 1, emptied the bag. He emptied the clip on him. And page 1 was like, what was that, bro? Maybe if Usopp was actually a sniper. He is a sniper. He's still very useful for his, very specific situations, like in Dressrosa. But in terms of, like, actually getting 1v1 fights, he is lagging. And maybe, like, that's, like, Oda doesn't plan for him to be, like, someone that could get a 1v1 fight and win. But, like, he has to beat Van Augur in some capacity eventually, right? He has to prove himself to his dad when they finally meet eventually, right? So, like, I feel like Elbaf, he's gotta step up the levels. The fact that we didn't even see a glimpse of observation in Wano, that was kind of, I think that was the biggest miss. And then adding that together with the fact that he couldn't even tickle page 1, that was just a rough ride. As someone who really liked Usopp, or likes, ever since seeing his development in the story, it just feels like it's been stagnating a little bit too much recently. But that could be, the same could be said altogether with the Straw Hats in general. Nami is a major upgrade, but she is the biggest glass cannon in the story. Is she weaker than Usopp? She was taking some headbutts too. Her skull didn't crack. She didn't turn into the crackhead Nami. I think she is a glass cannon for sure, but I do think it's a little exaggerated, the amount of durability she has. Like, obviously she's not Zoro or even Robin or Brook. But I think similar to Usopp, because she's gone through all these trials and tribulations, she's more durable than you probably think. One Piece is really dark. It could easily pass off as Cena. I don't think it could pass off because there's, at its core, there's still so much comedy involved and stuff. Does it have elements that are really serious? Absolutely. But the story as a whole cannot pass off. Like when we have Looney Tunes and shit like that going on, and the amount of gags that are involved. At its core, is still very shonen. I want to see Nami hockey feet. I don't think she needs it. She's clearly just climbing the ranks with her clean attack. Nami even stronger than Usopp. She's doing my man dirty. She's been stronger than Usopp for a lot of the story, for being honest. Like, the clean attack kept getting stronger and stronger, and Usopp, like, he was still just like, his role is the sniper. His role is to come in clutch, really. The rest of the Whitebeard crew got wiped. I feel Usopp is going to get that pocket fruit on Elbaf from his daddy. What do you think? Pocket fruit. Which one was that? Who owned that one? One of the okay. What does that help with him though? He's got a bag. I don't think he needs like a infinite bag. He needs damage. He needs damage at all costs right now, honestly. Ace was 6'1". What a random comment, bro. Like, what is... Usopp is last in the hierarchy, absolutely. I don't hate Usopp. I've always liked Usopp's character ever since Usopp's character ever since Water 7. I will say before Water 7, I think he was I was definitely in the camp of like Usopp's kind of just like there. Like he's probably my least favorite, but then you really got to understand him and he really grew on me. But I think he's just lagging a little behind right now. But the same could be said for a lot of the Straw Hats in general. So it's not just Usopp. I think Usopp mainly I was disappointed with a lot in Wano. Chopper clears both of them? Absolutely. If Nami's a glass cannon, Usopp's a glass BB gun? God damn, bro. That's brutal. And it's kind of correct. Usopp is strong. The man survived fighting Luffy and still got his dream. Like, he's strong compared to the average, but we're comparing him to the Yonko crew that the Straw Hats are now, right? So, different levels to it. Did I read the chapter notes? I actually did not read the chapter notes. In a different Saturn's name and two unrelated musicians. Oh, okay. Jerry Garcia, name is very similar, resemblance to the character. Russell Garcia, Lost Souls Saturn. And Rato is named after the Honey Badger, who does not give a shit. Honey Badger don't give a shit. Cool references. I don't think either of those really mean too much, though. Robin over Brooke and Frankie over Wano. Nah, Frankie's on a different planet, I feel. Frankie's been getting slept on, I think. I think Frankie clears out of that adult trio. Obviously, besides, Jinbei's not included out of that. I honestly think Frankie clears. The guy's not even breaking a sweat in these fights. He just dusted Sasaki like it was nothing. And he didn't get a power up at all. Like, he's just walked in there with his own powers. Dusted Sasaki, walked away, took out a number like it was nothing. Usopp's credit is getting disrespected. He got 5 stars in Dressrosa. That's for the memes, though. That's for the memes. I still love Usopp. I just want to see him get his moments of shine more. Thoughts on Frankie? I just gave it. If Kizaru and Saint Saturn fight, who would fight against Saint Saturn? I mean, another big reason, like, we have to consider the Gorosei a lot is because he has the higher authority on the Seraphim. So now the Seraphim are gonna be in action, and now I'm feeling like maybe we don't get a full fight, which I would be a little disappointed by. But like, what does the climax lead to? It can't just be a quick clash and skedaddle. There's got to be some sort of conflict that gets overcome. So I'm hoping we at least get to see Kizaru versus Luffy in a very serious manner. Usopp versus Curry? Usopp got it in the bag, though. Usopp got it in the bag. Curry ain't sniping. Did you see that? How far deep Usopp was in Dressrosa? Curry ain't hitting that shot. Crocodile somewhere Sanji level? Crocodile is hard to scale. Like, we don't know how much he's grown. We need to see it fully in action before we... Like, he's just a question mark for me right now. It goes Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji over Zoro. This is why I'm so excited for Safama's top 30, man. Man's just be dropping random ass takes. And he's got Brook above Frankie and Robin. Usopp above Nami, and then Chopper last. Like, this is why, man. This is why people that are outraged in chat about that list, you probably are newcomers that did not witness Safama's glorious top 30 list last year. My My guy had like just randomly like Vista and Kinemon at like 25. Like he just threw random shit in there. You have like Boa Hancock and Rayleigh on the same level. So that absolute mayhem is needed. That energy is gonna be needed when we do the top 30. The best part is he's completely serious. Where does Weevil rank? Well, clearly well below the Admirals. So I think he's strong, but I don't think necessarily he gets into that top commander conversation yet, based off of what we saw. He just hasn't shown anything to really put him up at that level. So he's a bit of a question mark, but at least we got a good idea of where he's not, given the fact that he lost the Green Bull. My Straw Hats hierarchy goes Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, Robin, Frankie, Brook. Hold on, chat keeps moving. Nami, Chopper, Usopp. I would flip Chopper and Nami. I would flip Frankie and Robin, personally. Sounds like Ichiro, Wing, or Taekwon. He's got that same energy. I feel like he just throws things together, though. Safama just be saying stuff. He's not as adamant about his takes. Doing a bunch of research. Did you find anything? How am I reading the chapter? The chapter's out on TCB and LP scans, man. I read TCB. Robin stomps Frankie, or Robin squeezes Frankie. Well, the squeeze. But we can't be talking about individual things, right? Or else Sanji's below all the women. So we gotta measure purely on powers. I think Frankie's been slept on a lot. Who's my favorite crew? The Straw Hats, man. What you mean? Who else could it be? Quick thoughts on Straw Hats upgrades and Egghead. I've been waiting for it, man. As soon as we get out of it, we need this. That is one of the things. There's so many possibilities. Luffy finds out more about his fruit. Maybe he still doesn't care. Sanji with the Germa stuff. That's huge for him to figure out. Chopper with his Rumble Ball. Nami with the Clean attack. Frankie with everything. There's so many things Vegapunk could do. And you guys know me. I'm here for the Straw Hats. The Straw Hats, my favorite thing in the story. So everything to do with their development, power-ups, 1v1s, matchups, that is what I'm here for most at the end of the day. More just video, I think, was it Bonnie becoming a Straw Hat? I didn't watch it, but I did see it get some discussion on Twitter. At this point, I didn't see his argument. Personally, just off of first vibes, I just don't think we're gonna get any more Straw Hats at this point. Or at least maybe it's just I don't want to place any expectation on it anymore. It just feels too late in the story, The Jordan Poole was the feast and famine of Jordan Poole last night was hilarious. My man got his own teammate ejected for taking such a bad shot and then came in clutch. Y'all got the Grizzlies number, man. The Grizzlies cannot beat you. And I love that there's a little rivalry going on. I'm just enjoying that one. Ben Simmons doesn't know the ball is supposed to go in the hoop. It's kind of sad how, I feel like people have forgotten how good he was. He was literally all NBA level type of dude. And now the dude could barely put up like 7 points in a game. Pure luck, you lost, bro. You lost. You can't say neither can the Celtics when we just beat you. Grizzlies are young and dumb. True. But I mean, they still beaten the shit out of a lot of teams, though. They're on a bit of a skid recently, though. Milwaukee's getting back into groove. They're fully healthy now. Blackbeard will kill Garp? I don't think so. At least not off screen. It just doesn't make sense, you know? If Garp dies, he has to die in a meaningful way in the main storyline. Safama, I swear you just cursed your team, bro. Like everything Safama says, it goes the other way. Before this recent stretch the Warriors happened, he told me the Warriors are gonna go 8-3. Currently, they are 3-3 already. Which, hey, if they continue to win another 6 in a row, I'm gonna be laughing. But like, they barely escaped last night. And then I think they got the Mavs coming up, Raptors, Thunder, who are actually decent now. Nuggets. We'll see if Jokic plays in that game. That would be huge. Nuggets, Raptors, Thunder, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Warriors. 3 of those games are on the road, which you guys are abysmal at this year. Oh, the Hawks. Man. Hey, at least y'all winning some games now. A lot of turmoil, though. A lot of articles this year. I'm very happy not to be a Hawks fan. The Thunder are good this year, though. They absolutely crushed the Celtics the other time. Without SGA. Like, the Thunder are like... What are they? Yeah, they're tied with the Jazz for 10th. Ahead of the Lakers, ahead of the Blazers. Like, I feel like people are having quite caught up to like that the Thunder are like really good. Not like really good, but like they're in that conversation for the play-in. The Thunder are 1 game back of the Warriors. Laurie from an MIP? Absolutely. I think so. I don't think anybody else. Maybe Claxton. Claxton's been doing bits this year. Any team that isn't the C's, Milwaukee or Sixers. I don't know why you have so much faith in the Sixers. You got Harden, who's never performed up to his standards in the playoffs. The team as a whole has never made it out of the second round. Embiid never is able to even get on the court. It's the Celtics, Bucks, Nets that I think are the top, fully healthy. Top 3. Next tier down will be the Cavs and Sixers and Heat. And then the rest I'm not really worried about at all. Magic do own us. Yes, they do. It is what it is, though. Paolo Banchero shoots 31% on the season from 3. Against us in 4 games, he shot like 51%. Sometimes it just be weird like that, man. Nah, legit. He shoots like 51% on threes against us. Akainu and Dragon have a connection. Maybe a bad one, but not a deep one. I don't really think like they're working together or anything like that. That'd be kind of crazy. So does Curry. He did in the playoffs. Last game, I don't think. What did he shoot last game? He had a crazy half-court shot, but I think for the game overall, he shot like average for him. Real frauds are the Suns. I mean, CP3's washed. I told y'all this months ago, man. Y'all didn't believe me. CP3's washed. Dame is crazy. Because, like, every time you think, oh, man, Dame may be, like, not in that, like, top guard discussion anymore. He might be a tier down because the Blazers aren't doing well. He'll just come out and drop, like, 14 threes. Drop 60 points. Just to remind us, like, or, like, hit, like, just these crazy end-of-the-game shots. Just to remind, hey, like, I'm still Dame. You know? I think that 10 to, like, 20... those players are so hard to rank right now. CP3 hits a 3 and cut the lead to 40. That was a glorious, glorious title. I don't think they're as bad as their record shows right now because Booker's been out this entire time. I do think they're definitely a level down because CP3 is washed. Not like fully washed, like he's a bum now, but he definitely just doesn't impact the game like he could before. Warriors own Damian Lillard. I mean, I think that was when you haven't played Damian Lillard since KD left, have you? Oh no, I think actually was KD hurt in that series against them? I can't remember anymore. But yeah, now Dame, to be fair to Dame, he's just never had the supporting cast. He's always put up big numbers. Tatum needs to stop with the turnovers. The team needs to stop with the turnovers. That's literally it. Stop the turnovers, hit our threes. Play defense. It's always self-inflicted wounds for us. Kobe will get a buff. Eventually, I think he will have a good moment. But a buff? I'm not sure about, like a bloom? I think we need to see in a fight. You know what I'm saying? It'd be random for him to just like nothing's gonna happen in these side stories that's gonna be drastic in terms of like a death or like somebody getting insanely stronger. Like I just don't think we're gonna see any of these like side story like fights actually come to fruition. What if Shanks is the son of Rocks, exactly 39, was a baby during God Valley, Roger Hold, Momo Hori, yep. So, yeah, completely possible. Like, the theory's always been there. I just, I think it's one of those things where, like, we just need to see it. It's a cool idea, I just don't know what to make of it, really. They also said he was part of the Figureland family. True. But that could be a bait and switch of some sort. Like, Washington Warriors versus Blazers. Dub Nation always comes to Portland. Basketball recently in college, straight after middle school, and still scored twice. Nice. We want a deadline. PJ Washington. Yeah, but he might cost too much. It's hard for us to make a move right now. I do think we need another wing, though. Because Hauser's not really doing it anymore. Hit his 7th growth spurt. How are the Kings so good? The Kings are good, man. Sabonis and Fox are killing it. Keegan Murray's a good-ass rookie. Barnes has always been a solid role player. They got Herter. Malik Monk off the bench. That team's good. That team's just good. Why do I hate the Warriors? We played in the finals, man. What do you mean? We're rivals now. It's that simple. Custom donkey jerseys? That's messed up, man. That's mad funny, though. Take care, Ryle. Yeah, OP characters do be huge. Even Luffy's like he seems so small. But he's like an average height, I think. He's like 5'9". Vegapunk arc is so much more boring than Wano. How? Do you just not like lore? What gets you going? Donkey is wild. Draymond really that dude? I think he's the second most important person in your entire run as the Warriors. I mean, KD technically, but in terms of like the core three, because he is your defense, really. Like he runs that engine. I think he's probably the greatest playoff defender of all time. Sure, he got that backpack three that never goes in. And his offense is sometimes just feels like he's Ben Simmons out there. But yeah. KD mad overrated now. Robin's good. He's right there. I think Draymond's right there with him in that conversation. You can't tell me both of them are right in that conversation. Okay, now you just saying shit. He's shooting 80% from 3. Are you out of your head, bro? KD won Finals MVP and now he's overrated as a Warrior. Which two? The 2 that KD won? Then you didn't watch those series, bro. He was clearly the best player on the court on both sides. It was not even close. He was just dominating. The rebounding, that's a good point, but I think Draymond as a team defender is better. His ability to defend just like as a free safety. And then individual defense, I think they're pretty close. So it's really where you're valuing the rebounding of Rodman or Draymond's ability to just absolutely change the game as a free safety. Do I play Genshin? No, not really. Curry is the Warriors. Nobody's fucking saying he's not the Warriors, obviously. But saying KD is fucking overrated and Curry should have won those 2 finals MVPs is crazy. LeBron James could. I mean, nobody's guarding KD during those couple seasons. Especially not when you have Klay Thompson and Steph Curry on the sides. Nathan, what's good, bro? Appreciate the super chat. Always support the C's. Need a wing. Yes, sir. We need a wing. Maybe a big to replace Horford. Overall, team's well put together. I do think we need a wing because the Jays play a fuck ton of minutes. And Hauser's kind of unplayable now. He should have won the Iggy one. I'll give you that. Last year, he did win last year. What are you talking about? But KD's MVPs were his. It's not close. KD was the best player in both of those series. Clearly. Curry should have won MVP last year. That's also a crazy take. Curry will get the all-time scoring record. Now you're just proving you can't do math. Again, Clams. Yeah. Listen, he did bits, but I still think Curry should have won that one. Like, he'll play till he's 44. You're a math major. You're doing a bad job right now, bro. Chopper getting smaller in Monster Point after Anise Lobby. Not getting smaller, he's just getting tamer. So it doesn't seem as just dangerous, you know? Another live stream on Saturday. I'm actually going away this Saturday, so I cannot. But next week, we'll probably be aiming to do a top 30. So be on the lookout for that. Math professor, well, once you tell him that Curry's going to break the all-time scoring record, he's going to take that title back. Prime Iggy, Britton, and Prime Dre, and now you just continue to see this. Is what happens, man. You're hot, your bad takes just starts to snowball and snowball and snowball. So no, I'm gone for the entire weekend. Also, don't need to spam. No, it's not even a question, man. Prime Dre is clear of Prime Iggy. Top 30 Safama list. It's the best is it starts off like okay, and then he just starts just little random nuggets of bad takes. Kuya, come get your mans, man. He's running wild again with these Warriors takes. Come get somebody come get their mans, man. See, now he starts to spiral. He's spiraling, man. Somebody get this man. Mutahar, later, man. Can't control this man. You're right. Nobody can control. Top one. Okay, I'll come get my mans. Prime Tatum is not Prime Curry. I'll come get my mans over there. One top 30 list is coming soon. It's coming soon. I just got to get it organized. He loves Ben Simmons. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Washed? I wouldn't say what. He's just broken, right? Like, he's still so young. He's still young. Like, you can't. Tatum at 24 better than Tatum at Curry at 24. That is facts, but Curry didn't have ankles. He also went to college for like 3 years, I think. But you can't estimate a prime based off the trajectory, you know? Because things are just not the same anymore. And you just like to reach that upper echelon of really, 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 really fucking good is just hard to do. Amaru, peace out, man. Have a good day. So, Fama, you can't say y'all wildin' after somebody dropped one bad take and you're out here dropping 7 every minute. My guy drops 7 bad takes, and then somebody else drops 1 and he's acting like the world is ending. Do I think Luffy can stretch time? I don't think I'll ever get to that level. That just gets a little too crazy, you know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons is going through the depression arc. Man, listen, I hope the best for him. Like, it's like at its worst right now. Even at his best, though, he was just like, he just wasn't a guy. When it came to the playoffs, he just wouldn't shoot the ball, right? And now it's just like every game is like that. Simmons made him beat his kid last night. Just like, how do you watch the game and come away with that? Did y'all see the clip? Like, Simmons is in the lane and Embiid is just standing there. He does not even take a split second look at the rim. Claxton's better than Simmons? It's not close at this point. Claxton is definitely better than Simmons. Claxton's doing bits. And you gotta give him props. He shoots like prime Shaq at the free throw line. But he's out there doing his thing still. %80% of the league is better than Sim. Nah, I wouldn't go that far. He still adds value as a defender. Like Austin Rivers is not giving you anything really consistently, which is why he just bounces around everywhere and he's like a 9th to 10th man. But Ben Simmons is probably not top 100 at this point. Simmons better than Russ? I don't think so. Top 10 point guard? No. He's not. He doesn't even play point guard anymore. I'm better than Russ. You haven't been watching Russ then. So Fama going through it today, bro. A theory that Goldie Roger we saw executed was a clone. Nah, stop. Nah, the clone stuff is going too far, man. It's Weevil, and that's it. All right? There's no Zoro is a Ryuma clone. Luffy is a clone of Joy Boy, none of that, alright? My man says, I gotta run, see you soon. He drops all of these terrible takes and just bounces. You gotta respect it, man. You gotta respect it. Safama says, Safama time. Started Safamaing all over the place. And then he just peaced out. Gorosei is strong. Stronger than his Yonko. Nah, let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. They gotta know how to scrap though. They gotta know how to. I think he's gotta scrap here. Or else, like, what you doing out here, man? At the end, there will be a great war. Every big dog. Oh yeah, no, the final war, of course. Everybody's got to show up. The bald Gorosei. Yeah, I've always called him Gorosei Gandhi. I think he was the first hint, really, that the Gorosei was strong, because he's holding the Shoda Kitetsu, right? Like, why would you be just holding that if you weren't at least skilled? That's a supreme grade blade in your hand right there. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna upload on Friday? Probably a YouTube short. The long form video is gonna take a while though. Probably looking at towards next week. Probably the middle to end of next week. But hey, it's a Shanks video, so I'm sure people will love that. I'm still getting back into rhythm, my schedule. So I apologize for the delay in content. But I'll definitely start getting some shorts out at the very least. And of course, these streams to give you guys some content in the meantime. The fat Gorosei is Mars or Venus. Yeah, I'm sure they all have some kind of names like that. Is Luffy better at Advanced Conquer? Luffy or Mihawk? I still take Mihawk right now. Because I see Mihawk equal to Shanks. So the question is Luffy or Shanks? And I think still Shanks. He is straight up red. That is facts. The last arc of One Piece is the final war, I would believe. So it's probably going to be called like Marijois. Main video, what we know about Rocksteady Zebek, assumptions, how he was strong. I think I will do a Rocks Pirates short with this new information. Maybe something like just breaking out all the members of the Rocks Pirates. I'm going to need a little more information to do a full long form video on Rocks. Luffy dodged Mihawk pre-time skip and used Future Sight. I think he can beat him. He dodged Mihawk. He just stopped before he attacked. Mihawk was chilling that entire war practically. I mean, this is a man that dueled Shanks. They had legendary duels, which means they were extreme diff, most likely. Like, they had multiple legendary duels. At the very least, he's right there with Shanks. So if you think Luffy's stronger than Mihawk, you gotta think Luffy's probably stronger than Shanks. Which, hey, if you believe that, that's perfectly fine. I just don't think that yet. Is it a little biased towards Shanks because I like him? Absolutely. Who else do I think is a Rocks Pirates crew that we know? So we have Bakken. I think it's still possible that what is her name? Rayleigh's girl. Why am I blanking on her name right now? Yeah, I'm completely blanking on her name, but she was the former Kuja pirate. captain. But timeline-wise, she might still be part of the Rocks Pirates. Of course, we have Shiki, Captain John, Wanderer. But we just know more information about all of them in general. So I think it could be a cool video, cool little short to do just as a breakdown info type of thing. Shaki, there it is. Nah, you're really high, bro, because Shaka is Vegapunk, dog. The blonde Gorosei is Saturn. He is the guy that's fully red. Yeah, he's Saturn. One of the Vegapunks was actually just rocks. The Emu is rocks theory is like low-key crazy, but not impossible. That's always been a theory I kind of was interested in ever since Artur dropped it in his Library of Ahara, or no, Return to the Reverie thing. Buggy's strong in the Usopp? I wouldn't doubt it. Dude, let's see, hour 45. I think I might wrap things up soon here. Shiki has to be a rock space. He is. It's confirmed. Gandhi is Jupiter with that huge head. Oh man, I am really excited to see these guys in action though. Shanks could be on Roger level right now. I'm not ready to put anybody at those levels until we really see it. Like we haven't seen Shanks actually fight. For all we know, he could be like weaker than Luffy right now. I just don't think so because I like Shanks. Luffy at the end, 5.6, man, go move. That's gotta be it. Rock's flashback gonna go crazy. There's Shanks flashback gonna go crazy. Blackbeard flashback gonna go crazy. Like with all of these might not be that detailed, but like all just the lore drops that are coming in this final saga is everything we've been waiting for. Marco still has a lot of plot focus. Yeah, I'm surprised, but I'm happily surprised that he's back. I said this earlier, but his actions are still a little inconsistent though. The way he's treating Bakken right now after Bakken and Weevil wiped out a whole bunch of Whitebeard pirates. The fact that he left, the fact that he didn't go in the first place with Nekomamushi so he could protect Sphinx Island, but then just randomly left later so Sphinx Island was in danger, that seemed kind of silly. So we need a little more information from Marco, because right now he's looking a little bit like a plot convenience. Why can't Kizaru go all out like he's Sabaody? Because Luffy just defeated Kaido, man. It's not the same. It's not the same story anymore. I do want to see him go all out, though. I do absolutely want to see him go all out. So the top 30 is still going to be in February. Technically, next week is February. So yeah. I'll probably aim for next weekend. As long as schedules line up. But that's probably what I'm aiming for right now. I just gotta organize it all to make sure it makes sense. Marco should go help Weevil? I don't know. Why does he have to help Weevil? Weevil wiped out all the Whitebeard pirates. Like, most of them. So it's already kind of weird that him and Bakken are kind of just chilling. Dragon versus Emperors, who is stronger? I can't put Dragon above the Emperors right now because he just hasn't shown enough, but I've always been a Dragon believer. Aokiji leaving the Marines are pretty hopeless? No, they replaced them. They're doing right. They're doing all right. They got the Seraphim. They still got the Gorosei, who look like they could scrap. Year 5 around May, that's going to be epic. What level do I put him on? Marco's first commander level. He's right there. I would probably have him below Katakuri and King. But he's still very, very strong. Gorosei can't fight. What's this guy doing here then? He's just chilling. He's just here to take over the Seraphim. He's got to be able to scrap. Gorosei Gandhi is the giveaway, I think. Because he has a Shodai Katetsu, which is a supreme grade blade. If he's just holding that for show, then it's kind of silly. Why is that kind of... He's stuck in a cubicle now. He's got to do some paperwork. That's what happens when you're the Fleet Admiral. Never once saw... what's his name? Sengoku in action. The guy was a Fleet Admiral. He literally just commanded the entire time during Marineford. Do Gorosei have devil fruits? I would imagine some of them probably do. How does a person believe that the Gorosei can't fight? I mean, like, it's possible that they're just like the figureheads, but Ricken, what's good, bro? Good to see you, man. I'm about to wrap things up soon here, but always good to see you. Shodai Katetsu is just a wield, just a walking stick. He's literally just using it as a walking stick. Why didn't Green Bull do anything? What do you mean? Break of Impel down, it will be... I don't know if we get any repeat arcs like that, though. I do think Bon Clay has to get freed eventually somehow, but that could just come after... in like a... what's it called? Epilogue. Kizaru will be fighting next chapter. Doesn't have to be next chapter, but it's coming soon. The climax is building for sure. Fat Gorosei had a boulder or rock type devil fruit. It's got to be mythical zones, right? You got to imagine. Like, they should only be getting the best of the best. Sabo Impel down? No, I think Sabo will be fine. Sabo, I don't want to see any repeat. This is what people are saying, like, oh, Boa Hancock gets captured, Robin gets captured again, Sabo gets captured. I don't want to see any of that repetitive storyline. Sun, Neptune, that's what I'm saying, man. It's all coming together. I don't know what the hell any of it actually means, but I like that we're getting stringed along while still not knowing what the fuck is going on. Also, member 14 months, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Before I go, everybody, reminds me. Friend of the channel, Rogers Base. Some of you might know him. His channel was like hacked for a while, but he is back now. All right. So if if you were subscribed to his channel before and you're not anymore because he got hacked and turned into like a Tesla channel, his channel is back. He's back now. He has a stream that explains everything. So make sure to go check out Rogers Base. If you were watching his content before, just want to give him a shout out because he's been, he lost like 3,000 subs or something like that after that whole debacle. So yeah, just giving him a shout out, making sure everybody know that the boy is back. And yeah, go check him out, man. He does great reactions. He follows the official though, so he won't be out until like Sunday. I think he's gonna be out of town for a while, but he has a stream explaining his whole situation. Hold on, I could link it actually. Let me pull that up. So go check out his channel, his stream to explain everything there. But yeah. What is the best devil fruits? Like the strongest or the best? I think the strongest, the most devastating, I think, is always to me is the Gura Kaido's fruit and the Magu Magu. The most devastating, I think. They're the three that always come to mind. My favorite is always actually Marco's fruit. Ape Ape is also very OP. What would Logia Awakenings look like? I don't know. The environment is a good option because we saw what happened to Punk Hazard. That's the best guess, I think. Like just completely changing the actual like ecosystem completely. Be careful, bro. Hey, I know that. I've been honest since day one. We got two-factor authentication and all that, but I know Rogers still had that on and still got screwed. But you know, this is just one of those things that like you could do everything you do, and sometimes you still get screwed over. But yeah, you know, I'll be watching out. Telegram, yeah, those are popping up everywhere. I try to block all the words on the comments too. I remove links, so like at least that helps. You can't just like scam people directly. Like you have to go to a roundabout way. So hopefully that's enough for people to recognize that these things are scams. Yeah, he does solo level. He does more than One Piece. He does some gaming too. Why is there no Kong? Kong is a Easter egg. Okay, let's be real. He's a movie Easter egg. Same thing as Shiki. I don't expect either of those guys to ever be a major impact or influence in the story. How strong is Kong? You're gonna have to go to Tekking for that, man. He's the only guy that could spend like 30 minutes on talking about how strong Kong is. Do I remember what I was doing? I was actually at the grocery store. I was at the grocery store shopping for some stuff when I found out. And I was talking to my friend because she was a Lakers fan, and she's like a huge Lakers fan, so just making sure she was okay. Yeah, it was a crazy and shocking day, man. Someone that grew up watching Kobe as a villain, as a rival. So obviously I wasn't like a fan of the Lakers or anything, but I watched a ton of Kobe growing up because like how I got into the basketball was the big three of the Celtics versus Kobe and the Lakers. So like that was shocking to me because I respected him a ton as like a competitor and just a basketball player in general. Yeah, it was a crazy ass day. Did I see? Yeah, I did see the Curry ejection. I saw the clip of it, and then like it was mad funny because he threw the mouthpiece because he was so mad at his own teammate Poole for taking such a dumbass shot, and then Poole actually came in clutch and hit the game winner. I've not watched a Bleach anime because I haven't seen any of Bleach. Literally none of it. It's the only one out of the big three, I believe, that I've seen zero of. Maybe eventually I will. L official Poole. What? my guy's been lurking in here the whole time. R.I.P. Kobe, for sure. Best devil fruit for Kobe? I don't think he needs one. Best devil fruit court. I said it earlier. Dragon's like a mentor to Akainu? Nah, they're on opposing sides there. I think they're very different people. Blackbeard's scared and run a lot, ran from Shanks. And Akainu, he's smart. He's just doing his thing. He knows battles he doesn't need to fight. He's very meticulous about the way he does things. Shanks and Akainu, like, what more did he have to gain in that battle? He just got his devil fruit. He has a new crew. He clearly wasn't Yonko level yet. He had to get used to his powers. So he got the hell out of there. Stussy went from 0 to 100 to 0. Plot? What do you mean? 0 to 100 to 0. I'm still very intrigued. Why did it go to 0? The worst devil fruit. The jacket fruit, probably. Bleach Supremacy. It's just a lot to catch up to, you know what I'm saying? So I have to be in the zone for it. Favorite One Piece character is Luffy. It's very basic, but it's the truth. How strong is Magellan? You guys know I'm a Magellan stan. So I'm very big on Magellan. I think Magellan's slept on. I don't think he's top 30, but I think he's right on the edge there. Utsa's devil fruit is absolutely broken. Technically, it's not canon, I guess. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's in that gray area. But yeah, that fruit's absolutely broken. Like initially it starts off like she could sing, then she could all of a sudden like just like do heal people. Like it was just completely broken. Summon the demon lord and shit. Like it was crazy. Do I watch Chainsaw Man? I read it. I read the manga of the first part. Straw Hat Crew can beat like the whole crew? I think the whole crew can, yeah. All three. Eventually I will watch all three. It just takes a lot. And I'm a very like obsessive person. Like when I get into something, I'm just like 100% into it and I can't do anything else. So that's part of the reason why too. Revengers? Like Tokyo Revengers? I watched it and read it for a while, but then I think it went downhill after a certain thing happened and I dropped it. Magellan was the only person to take out. take down two future Yonko and probably the two strongest pirates of this generation. So that's what I'm saying. I dropped by Hero Academia after the villain arc. Bleach is pretty small compared to the other two. True, but it's still a lot. All right, people, I've caught up the chat now. We're at 2 hours. I'm going to wrap things up here. Fun ass stream as always. Content should be dropping as soon as tomorrow, starting with some shorts. Next week, we will definitely have a long form video up. And by the end of next week, I'm not going to make any promises because you never know what goes wrong with like schedules, but I'm aiming for a top 30 stream by next weekend on the break week. So that could be our next stream. So be on the lookout for that fun ass stream. Good to be back, people. And yeah, everybody have a good day, good evening, and good night's sleep if you're someone like Chin that is probably watching this mad late. But appreciate y'all stopping by. Always a good time. Catch y'all next time. Peace.